And hello, welcome back to TooManySideQuests, where today we are jumping into a new game, XCOM Chimera Squad. Oh, I was trying to think what would replace Dispatch after I was finished up with that, and this kind of matches the same team in a sense. Well, in Dispatch, you were managing a group of ex-cons going in to send them out in the city and hoping that they have enough skills to pass through. In this one, you are the people who go in, so you will be playing, fighting, and primarily deciding what way the mission and how successful it'll be yourself. Now, for anyone who's not familiar with the XCOM series, and especially the Chimera Squad side of it, is in XCOM 2 there was an alien invasion, and you basically win. So they kind of built on that in a kind of little side game where, after years of alien rule, humanity won the war on Earth, and now the overlords fled the planet, and you're kind of left behind. So there is this. You're in the city now, City 31, where you will be defended against all the hybrids, humans, aliens, keeping the peace basically. And what I love about this game is it's a turn-based tactical shooter, but the way it's done, it feels fast-paced. You're handling a squad that breaches into buildings, shooting enemies, and it might be easier just to show you. Either way, I'm actually very excited to get into this. Originally, I was going to replace this with Into the Dead, but Into the Dead looks like it's a little bit left in it. I didn't quite get an end in it, so to be honest, I think it perfectly fits after Dispatch. Now, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm going to keep everything the same. Just default settings, just going into it. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last time and start high and get killed. But for the most part, for any cutscenes, I'll be quiet. I'll leave you kind of feel the
2
vibe.
minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side, exactly?
I find that very hurtful.
Sure thing, Advent.
We are through the checkpoint.
I was never actually Advent.
But they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
Stow it, both of you. We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear. Grab your gear and prepare to move in.
Alright, let's do this. And it'll just be kind of tutorialized, but I'll kind of explain as I go.
Whisper, what's your status?
And what's Verge's ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed a cab.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Chimera Squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
Alright, breach mode. So, every single mission and every section of the mission, you see the encounters here, you do a breach. Now, for the tutorial, there's be one section, but usually there's different scenarios, and each breach has kind of a pro and con to it. So, for example, for this specific one, any shot an enemy, automatic crit. So, pretty much whatever I hit here is going to die. And you have a shotgun, you have a shield, and I believe you have a submachine gun. So, I'll keep you at the back for now. And the order they put them in is the order they shoot in. So,
breach!
sometimes it's good to have the heavy person up first, and you see kind of stats here. So alert, surprise, anyone who's alert will move next on. So it's usually best give it in first. But surprise people will kind of be easier to hit. Now for this first breach, there's not really much to figure out. Everyone hitting everybody. There's one guy left.
Hello.
Looks like two guys.
I am Mayor Nightingale.
Hi, Mayor.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Blah, blah, blah. History.
Focus.
History is important. And I don't know if you have played the XCOM before. For now, you use move as a group. In this one, each person has his own kind of move points. It's based off the speed, but there's kind of a bit of randomization to it as well. So, I can move this person here, but who I need to hit is this lad. So what would be the best place to hit him? Here's a shotgun. So actually, you know what? Getting up close and personal would probably be the best way to go. Now, a good shot to hit him, but he's the one moving next round. So if I can get a shot on him, happy days.
Hostile down.
Nope.
Damn!
Then for you, actually don't really have a sight on anyone. Oh. Yeah, you know, I might go Overwatch.
Prepping the
See.
flank.
Oh yeah, I should have seen that one coming. Okay, didn't get
No
hit.
impact.
So that's good. You know, I'm gonna get a little bit cocky purely because I have 3 moves for a move, so I'm pretty safe
That's
now.
it. You're done.
Good hit.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
Contact!
Something really cool about just having the aliens on your team now. Like,
Clear.
you're playing XCOM 1 and 2, you spend the whole game trying to strategize which
Verge?
abilities
What
will
took you
hurt
so
you the less.
long?
Now you can just have them.
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
Now I got my friend here. So we got the full squad. I can't remember can you upgrade the amount, but usually I believe 4 is the max. And this was mentioned before that the order you go in determines.
Breaching!
Time to breach.
So he's aggressive. So aggressive enemies will shoot the XCOM if they are neutralized during the breach. So always good to make sure you get them first. And then if you can get the bonus low, put try 3 chance. I think it actually might be best to try and yeah, you know what, just clear where I can. 91. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 100. Okay, and then you have a good spot here. Probably makes sense to get rid of you. And there you go, like a turn-based game, but it just feels action-packed. Steal the deal. It gave me an extra bit of damage. These won't go down. And the surprise lad is standing out in the open. Easy kill. Now, abilities. So each person has kind of different abilities. Godmother fires a massive shotgun blast, which is fairly handy. Now, what I like to do at the start is, if I can, to knock people out as best as I can. It's not always guaranteed because it's only 2-3, so there's a good chance Godmother is taking a shot here. But if I can get it,
Arrested the target.
then charge back, consume themselves. Yeah, I think that's guaranteed 3, so that should be knocked out. Because when you catch people live, that gives you intel. And intel is fairly important late game, but we'll get into that later. As for now, place is cleared, no one's dead.
Set up the breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
And you would bring equipment with you when you're going on missions. So if you bring a breaching charge, it might open up a few extra ways in doing missions. And we'll see now what order we're going to. All non-aggressive enemies guard the entrance as supplies. That's good to know. Right.
Wait, hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit, it is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
Making a path.
Right, now who to go for first? The last two is a lot, probably would be the better choice, but look, get the kills we have. Kind of want to clear out the room as best you can, but if someone does have, you have a better shot, don't you? Ooh, that's nice. Surprise lad isn't that big of a deal. I'll see if I can get anyone who's not surprised. Okay, okay. Usually now, like in the 80s, miss a lot.
Mirror Nightingale.
So I'm actually
I'll
really
protect
surprised that worked.
Cherub is down.
Terminal, stabilize him.
On it.
Verge, with me. Protect the mayor.
Confirmed.
And don't worry about that now. He was surprised, but this had to happen in the cutscene. This just show you how to bring people back from the dead. Why I moved you there, that was silly, but I that. So now I have you. You know what? I will see about, because it gets me in a new position anyway.
Hostile,
Knock you
subdued.
out. Then I'll move you here. Because I should be able to stun you. Yep. Because I want to knock him out too.
Give me
But
your
he
mind.
has a good bit of health. That'll do that.
You weren't supposed to hit back.
He didn't. He has actually knocked the hell out. So use your abilities, use your team. And keep in mind, you're law
Arrested
enforcement.
the target.
You're trying to catch people alive as best you can.
Are you still with us?
Yeah, I think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
Took it all
And
back.
your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
None of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people don't have the capability for any of this.
Explain.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight, someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know, but right now you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Opening of you after end of report. So, of course, the museum, whisper here, head back to base. So the important was Gravy was chair up, but that wasn't going to happen anyway. So capturing 4 enemies there is 80% chance on 20 intel. Alright, so if I capture 1 more, would have been 100% chance. I'd be fairly certain that I should be able to get that intel then. Civilian rescued, enemy captured, killed, and then no more rooms.
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
Not too shabby for our first official mission.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before a mission is complete. It's
bad luck.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Welcome home, Chimera Squad. The director wants to speak with us.
thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
That's not helpful.
You're right. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't kill her.
I'll patch the call
Yeah,
through
saved
when
her
you're
ass.
ready.
I followed your action at the museum, and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight, you surpassed my expectations. 31 PD requested help within 3 hours of your arrival in the city. You answered immediately. Going in, you were under-equipped and down an agent. You adapted, as we trained you to do. And let's not forget, you rescued the mayor. You delivered her to safety as the city requested. Don't blame yourself for an outcome you couldn't control. Instead, let's focus on what's next.
I set up the map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
Yeah, map table. So, yeah, leave the games kind of start. This is kind of your
Welcome
meat
to
of the
City
game.
31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that. Not yet. But we can find out. 3-1 PD requested our help sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
To be fair, 5 years without an attack is actually fairly good, considering that the war was only recently over. So you see kind of everything's broken in different districts. You'll see how that plays out later on. So when it's just downtown district. So sometimes you send a squad out, sometimes you do kind of just send out the NPC. So 21 PD needs help pulling through the aftermath of tonight's attack. Mayor Nightingale's death has the city on edge. Let's see what we can do to help. So sending NPCs to resolve a situation will automatically advance the day, and we'll trace them out anyway. So we done what we can to aid 21 PD. Commissioners Maluf passed along our thanks for helping our officers bear the weight of the attack.
Your work with 3-1 PD opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
There we go. So you got choosing a faction to kind of attack first. Wants to make this choice, you got kind of locked into it. Now, you can't see it there, but it says Sacred Coil. Group 1 is an underground religious movement for hybrids that preach salvation, but for only those who once fought with against XCOM. Ideally, they would probably be a first bet that something's going to be happening here. And then you have the Grey Phoenix. And they're an organization of alien scavengers. They have quietly amidst a kind of weapons reclamation is mandated to recover. So basically, they brutes that have been scavenging and looting weapons. They have the prophets, the prodigy, the loose network of human psychics. Their vision for 21 future is entirely psychic, whether the city wants it or not. All of them are a fairly decent threat. Now, I can't remember who I picked first in my own playthrough in this one, but I feel like these lads leave last. Like, ideally, they should be the first group you should be kind of prioritizing anyway. If they're only gathering people who fought against XCOM, that seems like the kind of go-to. But I might just go with the Grey Phoenixes first. They're gathering high-tech weapons, which means I might be able to get a few weapons off them.
Grey Phoenix is a group of primarily muton scavengers operating in the city. Recently, they've armed themselves with highly restricted weaponry. That puts them on our radar.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 3-1 PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
There we go. So, each stage is going to bring in the groundwork. On the first mission, you learn about the factions and their methods, operations, hidden missions that must be revealed, complete, knocked out the main factions, and then take down. At the moment, I know absolutely nothing about this organization except for the fact they scavenge weapons and looks like kind of the brutes. So, Grey Phoenix leaders has exceptional tactical capabilities. Their extensive local connections suggest time in City 31 before the war. They were here before we were. And then you have kind of a hope it'll pop up here, so I can actually get a new recruit. And that brings me to the armory. Now, you can just upgrade, you can change the color of the uniforms.
The director convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
So, straight off the bat then, this is randomized each time, so you're not going to get a person straight away. Now, because 2 of them are locked, so class, I'm actually going to go with this lad here. Now, he isn't health, but he has best aim of them all as well. He is a psychic. which would be fairly handy. Swap position with targets, but we have a psychic. So this lad seems like a close quarter heavy hitter. Move fast or die slow. So I'm happy with him. He can punch the enemy, inflicting on several statuses towards enemy melee attack. So I'm going to go with you.
Zephyr, you made it!
Yeah, Zephyr.
Yeah.
You grab a locker?
Yep.
Have everything you need?
Yeah.
Good talk.
No.
Yeah, Zephyr isn't the most chatty one. So what would I want my uniform to be? Like, blue does scream peacekeeper. So having the whole team. I like to have my team kind of all similar. Actually, what do you do? Actually, you're kind of healing, so I'll give you. Yeah, you're my medic. Medic is red. You know what? Actually, anyone who's charging in and kicking ass, red. Anyone who's tactic, I say. Actually, you know what? Yeah, leadership. You are psych. I would say you're actually more leadership as well. Oh, wait. So, and you are my medic, so I might give you green. I can't remember the playstyle, but I'm pretty sure he is a shield, aggressive, tactical. Actually, you have a shotgun. What am I thinking? You're absolutely tactical. And then I have support. So that's kind of my mindset. Just give me myself a little bit of way. And I might have a look through the biography a different time. And this will all be unlocked as they level up. We'll worry about that now. And now the armory.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. And with the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
So you can kind of, yeah. So this uses Meridian. Now there's actually a wide range of stuff you can actually build here. But first things first is the Android personnel. Construct Android OSP hub. This network allows you to use Androids on tactical missions and enable new assembly projects. So if someone's ever down and injured, I believe that means I can build a robot. And Agent Idle. Now, so I have tactical. So because I kind of have them broken up into tactical sections, if I'm bringing one, I kind of have to get rid of the other. Because you're injured as well, might as well bring yourself. That's why I kind of colorize them. See, but just give me a quick overall. I believe yellow kind of seems tactical. So I might actually leave that for the first episode. Let me just check my
Our
slides.
temporary field office has all the basics. Weapons, comms, and ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else. As long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
And credits. We saw claimed when spending both missions.
We can get a sweet deal on combat-grade androids. I know. Everyone hates them.
And there we go. So, you just have a look through before I put that. So, it grants brief access to security doors. So, that seems like it's pretty useful. Medkits, smoke grenades, tracer rounds. When equipped, if the target would be killed, they will be rendered unconscious instead. As soon as I capture the end of the missions. Yeah, I'm going to go with tracer rounds, keycard, and yeah, breach. That's my plan there. Keep them alive, and who would I want the breacher rounds on? I suppose actually yourself. Alright, Gamma, let's see your loadout. So I can give her the auto key and track rounds. And then for you, if you're going in, guns blazing. And if someone gets knocked out, I believe that means that whoever has it has to be the one going in. So keep that in mind as well who you give stuff to. But you know what? I am going to leave it there for this one. Now, it's the first episode. It's more tutorial heavy, but for the next ones, then we'll start picking up as we go. We have assembly points here, and I forgot actually, I could put him there, speed it up. So that means I'll have that unlocked in the next one. And then next mission then, we're going in to investigate the, what's it called? Grey Phoenix? Let me just check their name. I should remember that fairly quickly. But either way, my name's been Chris. I hope you're excited to see the new series. I'm excited to play it again. Yep, Grey Phoenixes. And I will see you next one. Bye.